Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. Welcome to my channel. So tonight's ceremony is reconnecting fully with our roots. And by that, I mean where we stem from, right? So our ancestral lineage, that we can fully understand who we are as we are now because of our ancestral lineage. And 2 ceremonies ago, there was the potato that was cut in half that I put back together with the wax. And some of the wax that had dripped off formed this shape. And when I saw it, I had the strong feeling that it was a mother with a child, rocking the child. So that again too is like the maternal aspect of mother and child, and that is basically like the ancestry, right? And then today I found this and I understood instantly that we had to go back to our roots, reconnect with our roots to fully heal. Because if we don't really know who we are, then it's hard to heal the parts that we're not in touch with yet, right? All right, so other than that, I just have the crystal pyramid again to harmonize us. Stumbled over the word. Reharmonize us. Our energies. And other than that, it should be short and sweet tonight. All right, so we're going to jump right in and smudge and get right to it. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies. And take away and transmute any and all dark, evil, low vibrational, and unhealed energies and entities somehow that wanted to come in there today. Any and all energies and entities that are dark and low vibrational, that have found a way to attach to us, let all of those be taken away, healed and transmuted by the light, and returned to the source for reintegration. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. And what I'm feeling today is a whole bunch of controlling, forceful energies are sort of sitting on the chest. So let those be pulled out and transmuted into pure divine essence and returned to the universe for reintegration. Thank you. And help us fully and completely reconnect to our own inner divinity and that all around us. And through that, help us be in oneness again with all of creation. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right. Let's call in our divine team. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all 4 directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all 4 elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Let us thank our divine team for all the blessings in our lives, all the blessings big and small, from all the help and assistance that we get from people and things, maybe situations and other circumstances that happen in our lives, that come to us, that happen for us. Thank you so much for making everything happen for us in the perfect time-space continuum, a perfect relationship of time and space. And in this ceremony, let us help heal further, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, and karmically. And let this ceremony really help us reconnect to our roots, get in touch with our roots, and get to know ourselves and who we are on a deep, deep level by reconnecting with our ancestors, by being in touch and harmony with our ancestral lineages. And for that, open up our receptivity and open up communication between the spirit realm and us. Open our third eye and crown chakra to all of our ancestors that are of the light. And also help us understand all the other ones that weren't so lucky, that went through a lot of hardships. Help us get a deep understanding of everything that happened to all of our ancestors, and with guidance of those that are in the light, help us heal our entire lineages from all those dark events, from all the trauma and other traumatic events and things that happened that might have turned some of them dark, or that might have just made some ancestors give up on life or themselves, on the world, or anything else where there was a lot of suffering and so on. Help us understand all of it and infuse everything with love. Receive it with love and help us send love and light back into, oh wow, here, look at that. There are two lineages. Okay, one is longer just because that's how I found it, but it represents the two lineages, the maternal and paternal lineages that go far, far back, and how we're all healing if we can understand what happened to our ancestors, what brought on certain trauma and things that we still suffer from without necessarily knowing and understanding why. I don't remember which video that was, but I think Wayne Dyer talked about it in one of his videos. But anyhow, there was a study done with, I believe it was mice, not rats, but I could be wrong, but I think it was mice, where they were receiving electric shocks every time they, like at the same time as being introduced to cherry blossoms and their smell. And in the following generations of mice, even though they were no longer exposed to electric shock, every time they smelled cherry blossoms, they reacted in fear. So that the trauma that gets passed down from generation to generation, we may be so far down the line that we don't understand why some reactions happen. But to fully heal from all that, it helps us to understand it and to have compassion for what our ancestors went through and send them so much love and light. And with that, we can close those timelines, those traumatic events that happened in the past. For example, my entire life, I have disliked certain uniforms and like people in those uniforms to some extent. I could separate it and like just try to focus on the person behind the uniform in a sense. But basically any uniforms that represented the authorities, right? So that would normally be the military and the police, right? And there's no reason why, like in this lifetime, there has been absolutely no trauma or anything that would get me to feel that way. I'm fine with ambulance, like with paramedics, firefighters, no issues there, right? But when it comes to reinforcing authority, there is some trauma, and it is not from this lifetime, right? So, I mean, for most of us, there were persecutions in the past that explain that, right? Especially for us who were healers and light workers in past lifetimes, and we went through the witch trials and all that kind of stuff. But there could have been a lot of other events in the past as well, because throughout history there were so many wars. So all of that shall now be cleansed, cleared, and healed. Let us send massive amounts of divine love and light, divine essence to all of our ancestors who suffered from persecution and other traumatic events due to war times, political unrest, maybe dictatorships, anything like that. Let us send back a massive flood of light to dissolve all of that. So that was one ancestral line, and now the other one. So that was maternal. It's coming through. And now for the paternal lineage as well. Oh, and that was a great energy shiver down my back. Or not down, but all over the back. Oh, wow. Let us now have a very strong connection with all of our ancestors to understand what happened. Let us be healed. Let us all be healed from all the trauma, from all the suffering, from all the hardships and everything that was traumatic. And let us all be lifted up. Let us all be lighter and healed from this ancestral trauma. And through that, help us really learn and understand who we are now in this lifetime. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. All my relations. And let all of our energies be reharmonized. And take away all the exhaustion that has been a symptom, a side effect of all this trauma that we've been carrying around with us, that has weighed us down, that made us feel heavy and burdened. And by carrying all this weight, we exerted a lot of energy, and that caused a lot of exhaustion, a lot of tiredness. Let all of that be removed, sent into the light for healing, to be burnt away and transmuted into pure divine essence, and returned to the universe for reintegration. Oh, that was another good energy shiver. Ooh. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. All right, everyone. Any of you who would like to stay in these energies a bit longer, please pause the video. For the rest of us, let the ceremony now be finished. And let us thank our divine team. Please accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings, and open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And put a massive 12D shield of protection around us, and seal our energy shield with seal our energy field with divine golden light, and let it be our shield to keep out anything that is not well intentioned. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May the truth and integrity always be with you. Bye.